Welcome everybody, and thank you for joining us on our second episode of Saturday Night Factional Fight Plays Wurm Online. My name is Brian, and this is my brother Adam.
Hey, how's it going?
And to recap last episode, we made it from Green Dog all the way over to our destination area. We were successful in the fact that we didn't die. Less successful in that we didn't quite make it to where we wanted to settle down. But we did say in the last episode that all we really need to do was, climb up the mountain a bit and try to find a place next to the mountainside, which since then we did. We came all the way up, we made it to this mountainside, found a nice area that's mainly grass and trees. And the first step, I think, for us to do was to find the resource that you know and love, and that's iron ore.
Yeah, in Wurm, iron would be your first objective. In order to build anything, you need nails, you need ribbons, you need, if you want to make any tools, you need iron. So iron will be the first thing that we're going to be looking for.
Right, so what we did before we started was we prospected up and down the mountain, and we found a spot with some iron. So what does that mean exactly? So we took our pickaxe here and we right click the rock, and there's a prospect option here, and at the end of that action it's going to tell us if there's any kind of natural resources around. In this case it tells us yes, there's iron ore here. So now we just gotta uncover it by uncovering the mountain here.
I don't know if we want to mine there.
No?
That's probably not a good idea. I mean, you prospected there. It tells us that there's iron. Yeah.
What's wrong?
Doesn't necessarily mean that there's iron right there. Prospecting sort of tells you that there's iron in the area, but it's probably a better idea to find out where that iron exactly is.
Okay, so how would we go about doing that?
Well, with a little bit of research, you can find out on the wiki that prospecting tells you whether there's iron within a 3-tile distance from you.
Okay.
So 3 tiles in any direction, which sort of creates 3 tiles to the right, 3 tiles to the left, including the tile you're standing on is 7 tiles wide. It's a big area.
So that's a little confusing to me. So let me see if I could try to map this out for myself. So on this rock surface, we see that there's like tiles. So the game is filled with tiles everywhere. So if I just draw on here, so if I draw like a grid-looking thing, so for me, so each one's representing like a tile in Wurm. And so, okay, what should I do here?
Well, the idea is that we're going to prospect until we find the corner of the square that the iron ore is in. So if you can imagine like an iron ore being somewhere, if you are within 3 tiles of that iron ore, either 3 to the left, to the right, up or down, then you prospect, it'll tell you that the iron ore is nearby. The idea is that you're going to prospect all around until you find the corner of that square.
So let me just say that iron ore is here.
Mm-hmm.
So if I prospect right here, it's going to tell me that there's iron ore.
That's right.
But if
So the idea is you would continue going left, and you would prospect, and it'll tell you that there's iron there, and you keep going, going.
3 all the way, and I prospect here, it's still going to tell me there's iron ore.
Yeah, now you don't necessarily know it's there, but the idea is you just prospect, it tells you it's there, and you just go in one direction. Keep going until it doesn't tell you that it's there anymore.
At this point, it's not going to tell me?
Correct.
Okay, so I know that it's at least to my right. Now what?
Now you're going to prospect up. up one tile from the last tile that it told you that it was there.
So I'm just gonna keep going up like this.
You got it. Yep.
Keep going up, keep going up.
Okay. Yep.
Even this one, it'll tell me.
It'll tell you that it's there because you're within 3 tiles to the left and 3 tiles up.
Okay.
The next tile will tell you you don't have any more.
So it's here where it doesn't tell me.
That's
So,
right.
and now I know that this is the corner. So now I know that this one's the corner right here.
Correct.
And
Once you've located the corner, you trace your steps back. 3 down
I would
and
go
3 to
back
the right.
Down.
Correct. And you would find this is the tile that the iron is on.
Yes.
Knowing where the iron is makes your life so much easier.
Okay.
Yeah. Mining is not a short task, and knowing where it is exactly makes that, you know.
So let's
Except
go
tight.
back to here, and I
Okay.
make sure my pickaxe highlighted. And I prospected here, and it said that I have iron ore. So if we do the exact same thing that we just drew, I would just keep going to the left here.
Yep, you got it.
I keep falling. So as I go, it's still telling me that I'm gonna get very good iron ore. Now that very good status. Whoa, I'm falling all the way down.
Yep, you're gonna have to climb there.
Yeah, so that very good status is telling me that's very good because I've unlocked that ability with prospecting on this character.
Hmm.
That's one thing to note quickly, that since the first episode we have switched over to our main characters so that these episodes can go a little more smoothly.
Yeah, we wanted to give that authentic feel for the first episode, but yeah, with these characters, things will go a little bit faster, so the videos turn out a little bit
Oh, I made
less
it.
boring. Oh,
No very good iron ore. So right
Okay.
here, this is the side. So now
Okay.
you're saying I should just go up?
yep.
If my stamina makes it all the way. Let me try
Yep.
prospecting here.
Stamina's gonna plummet there.
It's because I'm climbing.
Climbing is it's a tedious
Oh,
task.
no, there's none here.
Oh, okay, so then that means that the tile that you just prospected before, that's the corner.
Okay, so if I start here and go 1, 2, 3, so I've got to make it there. So
Yeah.
my stamina's running out. 1.
So what's interesting here is that the tile that is that iron that we're looking for is actually not in the mountain. It's under the ground somewhere over here.
Yeah, you're right. 1, 2, 3. It's like right here.
Mm-hmm.
So all we have to do is dig down right here, and then we'll uncover the rock.
Doesn't work exactly like that either.
No?
See, Wurm is sort of a two-dimensional world, which means that everything that you see here is sort of on one kind of plane. There is, however, another two-dimensional world that is underneath the rock level, but the only way to expose it is to tunnel through the rock and create tunnels, essentially. So if you dug down here, you'll just get to a rock layer, but to access that ore, you have to tunnel and get underneath the ground.
Okay.
So I think I have a plan that might work. If we sort of come back a couple tiles and come towards the rock face, and you see this grass tile here that I'm standing in front of?
Remember where this is, so it's like next to this birch tree.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Oh, hey, there's somebody right there.
there is somebody there on a horse. Wave.
What are you
Hello,
doing?
how are you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's not forget where we're digging here. Eh? Okay, right here.
Okay, yep, so this tile right here, if we dig this to the rock and tunnel right in,
Yeah.
go down a bunch, to hang a right, and keep going down, and hang another right, and we should be facing the rock.
So
Oh,
in like this motion.
Yeah,
Okay.
right, exactly, and we'll keep going down. She's saying something?
What is she saying?
Are you guys settling here? Ah,
You can respond. Yes, yes.
Yeah. yes. We are thinking of settling here.
While you do that, and chat with her, I'm gonna start digging.
Oh, my typos. Okay, I'll help you dig. Wonder if she wonders what we're doing.
Tell her we're making our first mine.
We are making our first mine. Wahaha.
Isn't that nice? Alright, so we're gonna have
Okay.
to make some piles out of this dirt because it's getting heavy. So as you dig, you can see the floor kind of going down. We're not gonna cover terraforming this episode, but it's good to look as we uncover this land.
You should notice that what's happening as we dig is the land is sort of sinking a little bit each time, but the effect is sort of accumulating. We are going down, 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 and we'll take a step back once we finish, and you'll see the effect that this digging has done.
We're going to uncover this tile and expose the rock underneath the dirt.
Oh, she's interested in rock shards.
Perfect timing. Like to have a lot of them, I guess.
Perfect timing. I'm just going to copy what you're saying. How to have a bunch. Smiley face.
You want to buy them.
She says she'll buy them or trade them for something. Or for horses. Ooh, horses.
Horses. Ooh. Perfect. Oh, you know what I just got?
What?
A rare dirt. We will talk about rares in another episode.
Awesome.
But rares is just... Let me get this as we talk about rares are just randomly you could end up getting with a nice rare piece of anything in the game. You can create anything rare. Okay, we exposed the rock right here, and this is the tile that we're going to be mining. So I'm going to have to, I've got it on my tool belt, my pickaxe, and we are going to right click and tunnel.
She's saying, okay, well, bring them to my deed, Blackbird. It is to the east of here. And then we can talk horses.
Sounds good. We'll see. We'll bring all the rock shards that we make, and that'd be a perfect deal.
We'll bring all of the rock shards we get.
We'll have our first horses. That's awesome.
I'm excited. Okay, so what are we doing here? We're tunneling.
Let's do this. We're tunneling.
Tunneling,
And
we're
we're
tunneling.
basically gonna make a giant hole in the wall.
Nice.
Giant hole in the rock face.
So what's great is that not only are we going to have a mine and iron to access, but all of this stuff that we're doing is not going to go to waste. We're going to get some horses out of this deal.
Sweet. So as
That
I'm
was-
tunneling and I'm tunneling, what, like, how long does it take to usually make this?
Yeah, you know, in Wurm, everything takes time. It's not like your traditional MMO where you click something and it happens immediately. You have that action bar to represent, you know, real time invested in an action. This particular task that we're here doing, it'll take about 50, in total about 50 actions, but I think that we work together pretty quickly to finish that task.
That's only like 20 hits or something.
20 hits
25
each, yeah, 25 hits each or so. That's not so bad. So,
look at that big hole.
yeah, we just opened up the tunnel. Now that we're in here, it's about 40 actions per tile. I mean, it seems like a lot, but again, you have a couple people working together. It shouldn't be too much. So here we're going to want to mine down. You can mine up, down,
Going down.
or straight.
And this is kind of like I gotta keep right clicking and clicking mine down, and it does queue up the action.
Yeah, you don't actually have to click every single time. There's a shortcut to this whole thing. It's called
Okay.
keybinds.
So I can bind what, any of my keys?
Yeah, any of your keys. So like any of the letters, you can make it do any of the. Well, actually, I shouldn't say any of the actions, but some actions can be bound to keys. If you want to open up your console by pressing F1, this is how you know this is like
a
an
lot of text.
yeah, a lot of text. This is, old school way of doing things. The GUI is quite primitive, but very very.
Yeah.
What's the word? I mean, there's a lot of use. A lot of things you can do with it. So if you type the words bind,
Yeah.
space, and pick a key.
All right, I'm gonna do T for tunnel.
Okay.
No, wait, not T for tunnel. I'm gonna do mine. I guess I'll do Y for mine. What do I do? Mine
Mine underscore down.
down.
That's
That's
it. Yeah. Yep, that's it. Press enter.
Mining saves. So if I press Y now,
You press Y, and you're
start
mining down.
Sweet. All right, so that works. So
Yep.
in this mine, this is like another environment altogether, right? This is
Yeah, we are actually below the ground level in this little
Okay.
spot here.
and things seem to act a little differently than on top of the world. I mean, you're the expert, so I don't see any tile borders or
Mm-hmm.
things are a little different.
Yeah, and there's another difference I just learned today.
I just
You walk.
learned.
You. I just. Yeah, I know. You walk slower underground, which is kind of interesting.
That's right.
Not by much, but yeah, it's like a slightly different rule set underground. You can't dig it, of course, so you can't sort of modify the slope, but you can mine to modify the slope a little bit. It's a little different, and a mistake usually means you can't undo it.
So, you're saying that I can actually mine the ground down, or
Yeah.
mining the ceiling.
Yeah, but you can't undo a mine the ceiling or mine the ground down action.
At all. So if we
No.
made a mistake and we opened up this mine and we didn't want to open it up,
Yeah,
have
it's
no
sort of.
ability.
Yeah, and this is one of the things that you see. You jump into Wurm, and the first thing you'll notice is holes in the mountainside, like all over the place.
Yeah.
And it just represents, people's, I guess mess ups or just experiments. There are ways of closing them, but they're very hard to access. There's these items that you can buy for 5 silver, which is pretty steep, called shaker orbs that will collapse a tile. Or the other option is to get a priest. We
Okay.
did talk about
And
priests
Priests
in
are
our.
like magicians or
Yeah,
wizards
like-
and warlocks, that type of thing in this game.
They cast spells and they have some uses. So there's one type of priest that can, that can
Up
collapse
number
mine.
2.
Yep.
what should we do
Number
here?
2, should we go to the right?
Go to the side. Go to the side. So
Okay.
in this case, you want to mine. So we have 3 options here. We can mine. See how this one we mine down, so it actually goes straight down.
Yeah, it has. It's not straight down, but it's a slope. It's a nice steep slope.
Yeah, it's a good sleep slope. So this one, do you want to mine down again, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, let's mine down. Let's just keep going down because we don't know. That cliff face seemed pretty steep, and so
Mhm.
it could go down pretty far. We're not sure how far it's going to go down. It's better to be safe because again, you
Well, what
can't undo a
happens?
mistake. Yeah, like let's say you're mining, you're going down. If we turn around and go back and we don't mine down enough, it will stop us from going any farther. Specifically because there's dirt. If there wasn't any dirt, the mine would open and we would be back out in the real world, and that would be really bad because we would have to create a new plan. There's no way of undoing that action, unfortunately.
Okay.
Just a side note, this person said that they're just to the east of here, and we're going to have to bring them to their deed.
Okay, so east. That's That way. Let's just
Nice.
keep going that way, and we'll find
Nice.
it. You got the name at least. So
Yeah,
I
it's
think-
recorded here.
Okay, so I mean, with the mine, like we've seen a lot of different mines over the times that we played, and different methods that people use to uncover iron veins or natural veins. We did it one way, where we figured out where the actual vein was. But how about if people don't have that option, and they just mine down? Are there like special ways that you can like improve the chances of you finding a cool, vein somewhere?
Sure. I mean, like a typical situation. Like here, we were lucky. We have a nice open rock face and an iron vein close to that rock face. But sometimes the iron that you're looking for is deep in the mountain, and you can't prospect for that. So one good strategy would be to mine a straight tunnel in, maybe 3 or 4 tiles, further than you were able to prospect, and then sort of mine to the side in both directions. A nice long hallway would be nice, and you have a decent chance at hitting something. But if you don't, then if you mine 2 more tiles forward, and then make another, so it'll be sort of like you create a big T, and then you go a little bit farther, and you create another T on top of it.
Another cross, like here.
Another cross, yeah. Like if you if you go 3 tiles forward,
You did it.
yeah, you maximize your chances of finding. Wait, do we have to go again? Yeah, we have to go one more
All right.
this way. Yeah, you'll maximize your chances of finding it that way. I don't know, it's hard to explain. You'd have to sort of see a picture of it, but the wiki is great for this sort of thing. You got lots of players who are contributing
Let
to
me
the
see
wiki.
if I can draw this. So you're
Okay,
saying
sure.
that I draw this crude little map here as as we're mining. So we've opened up our entrance. This is gonna work, right?
Yeah,
We've opened up our entrance here. Let me pick a color. So here's our entrance right here. We've opened this up. And we decide, so you're saying that you should keep going forward, make like a giant hallway,
yeah,
like all the way down, just
all the way
expose
down.
all
Yeah,
of that.
keep going. Yeah,
And then,
sure.
then now what?
Okay, so let's say the tile just after the one that you opened, or
Yeah.
maybe 2 in, you start making a hallway that's
Right
horizontal.
here, you start going this way, you're saying.
Sure. Yeah, that would be.
And
That'd
you
be
would
fine.
uncover, and if you don't find anything here, then what would you
Yeah,
do?
if you, yeah, so you go a
the
bunch.
other
You
way,
don't.
maybe?
Yeah, maybe. But let's say you don't uncover anything there. Okay. I mean, it would be kind of silly to expose everything. It'd just take forever. So
Yeah.
what you would do instead is you would go back down that long hallway that you went
Yeah, so you'd come
originally.
back, and then you'd go up.
So you would leave 2 tiles, okay, like blank, and then you go to that 3rd tile, and then you make another
This
T.
way?
Yeah. Now the reason why you would do that is because on that first hallway that you made, you've exposed all of those tiles that are above and below it.
So you already know what these are, like, you already know what this is. And this is, oh, I just got
Yeah.
another drum. I'm like
Oh.
on a roll. Did I
Man.
get anything? Let me see.
Yeah,
I
you
got
did.
a rare rock shard, level 52.
Wow. You know, what's so weird about those is that they say you're only supposed to get one every hour, and you have tons of people saying, "Oh, well, the hour was up between we were like 10 minutes, 15 minutes in between
Yeah,
2
we don't
rares."
know how it works.
I
We're
don't
just
know,
happy
no.
that we get it. So here you're saying, since you've already exposed these rock shards, you already know whether like these are rock or whether these are iron.
Oh,
These
it's my
are-
turn for a drum. 2 rare rock shards.
So you're saying that there's no reason to mine
There's no reason to mine the next.
the next
Aisle
one over
because you already know what those shards are, what those tiles are.
right, you already know.
So you
what
go
these
an
are.
you move an extra one,
So instead
and
you
now
go
you're
here.
exposing more Yeah, you get to expose more tiles.
You're like
Oh,
optimizing your chances.
optimizing your chances. That's the best way of putting it.
So instead, because I've seen people that just like expose every single tile, and I guess that works well if you're trying to get your mining skill up or something.
Sure. And there's people who like massive underground rooms. It just looks nice.
That's true.
And you can mine the ceiling really tall and mining the floor really small, and you can make this nice big cavernous area where you build some stuff in it. Okay, I just want to double check that we are doing things correctly here.
And while you do that, I'm just going to continue to mine.
Yeah, double checking is always a good thing. You know,
Because you can't.
you can't undo this.
Can't
If you
undo
make a
it.
mistake, you can't undo it. All right, so,
Okay, so we're doing pretty good. And after we create this mine, so let's say we do finally hit our iron,
which we hope
does
we
that
will.
mean anybody can now come in here and, or let's talk about a little bit about the actual iron. So every single iron and even rock shard, every single tile has its own like quality level to it, right?
I mean, this game, everything is about quality. The idea is that if you create something, you want to improve it by increasing its quality, and the only way to improve something that's made of iron is to use a higher quality iron ore. Now, each vein has its an inherent quality level. Like, you look, if you open up the rocks, like open up the pile of rocks here and take a look at the quality there.
Where is it? Oh, I'm standing on it. Open. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're
You'll
saying
notice
this is
that
quality level right here.
yeah, so, like, you'll notice if you sort by quality, there's going to be like a bunch at the top there that is all 53 quality. I don't know if you see that.
So if I sort by quality, so 53 quality. Yes.
Right? Now, what that means is that this tile that we're mining currently is 53 quality, and it can't be higher than that.
And we know that
Now,
because
We're lucky. We're lucky that we have high enough skill that, I mean, our skill is higher than 53 quality, or 53, and so we are able to mine 53 quality shards.
yes, we're very lucky.
Yeah. Now, we worked really hard at it, but, I mean, in the end, that tells us what this particular vein is. So, I mean, if we wanted to create something that was higher than quality 53 out of these rock shards, we would need to get a different vein.
And I should
see.
say not that we're lucky. I should say that you're lucky.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
have 53.
Oh, you don't?
No,
You must. No? All right. Well,
I feel like I have 52.63 since we have a lot of those rock shards too.
oh, do we? Yeah, it looks like we do. That's close. The previous pile is 62. That's a little better.
Yeah, so each individual tile could be its own like level, and that's the same with iron. So with rock shards, we found out that it's like 40 to 50, hits actions before it poofs and goes away.
Hmm.
But iron's not like that, is it? Like iron's a more natural resource. That vein's gonna stick around for much longer,
Hmm.
but it's like random as well. So it could be like how little? It could be as little as like nothing.
Actually, it could be as little as 1.
Yeah, and it could go as high as how many?
We've uncovered a vein where it was like 8 hits and it was
Yeah.
done. Kind of sad about
But
that.
then we'd uncover many other ones that were, in the thousands?
Yeah, I mean, you can't really tell just by mining it how many are left, but there's an item in the game that you can buy. It's not too expensive. It's about 1 silver, I think. It's a tuning fork, and you ding it against the vein, and it tells you precisely how many actions are left.
So does this mean that if I wanted to, not saying that I do, but if I wanted to, I could use this cave as like, I could build a man cave and like live in a cave?
Yeah, actually, people do that. It's a popular thing to do on Epic when you start out because caves are pretty good places to hide. Epic being the PvP servers.
But then couldn't somebody just mine right into your, mine through?
Yeah, there are ways to protect yourself. Like, You can reinforce the walls using a mine reinforcements,
So there's an
and that
item
will
that you can
prevent.
build that then you can like place onto the wall, and it like makes it so people can't mine through.
Pretty much, people can't mine it. That's pretty much the idea. Yeah, you can put a nice big mine door in the front of your mine. There's different materials that you can make those mine doors out of. Like if you make it out of rock, it actually makes the it look exactly like rock, so it wouldn't be able to be spotted. But you can make it out of wood or gold or silver or iron, even I think.
That's pretty cool. So you can make your own little man cave. You can build some forges, store all your stuff, put some chests
Yeah,
in,
yeah.
have your own little cave. Maybe we should do that.
It's a popular thing for blacksmiths too. Like people who are hermits who like to be blacksmiths, they'll just set their forge down right next to the vein and just they stay there. They come out they come out of hibernation every spring.
And then, you know, as well as making like your own man cave or your own little area in a cave, people can also make caves, which we went through in our first episode. Just like they decided, I don't want to climb this mountain anymore, I'm going to make a tunnel right through. And that's what they did. And then on top of that, you can mine all the way down to the water level. So we could potentially sit here, mine the ground all the way down until we hit water.
Yep.
And then we can build like a little path that goes right to the lake or something. That is potentially you could do that if you want to.
Yeah, and then you can drive a boat into here.
And
Or you
people have
can
done that.
Go
where they-
fishing.
Yeah, people have done that where they created like a canal that links two different lakes together, which is pretty cool. Like all these different things you can just do in a mine.
Yeah, maybe like hidden passageways that Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
So one thing that we must note is as you're doing actions with the tool, in this case is the pickaxe, as we keep hammering away at the pickaxe is actually getting damaged. And that damage, if reached 100, is gone. Like you lose your
Poof.
pickaxe and you're going to have to make another one. But that does take a while for it to get to that point, and you can always just right-click your pickaxe. I will do that right now with my inventory as I do some more actions. So right-click my pickaxe. Here's my damage column, and right here it says that I only have 0.5 damage. So if I right-click it and I just can repair it, get rid of that.
And we
reached
have
the iron
arrived.
vein. Oh my god. Perfect. So how many rock shards is that? Each pile contains approximately around 50. That one has 48. This one has 46, 48. 48 seems to be the popular
I think
number.
45 or so.
This one has 40.
Yeah, 45 plus or minus 5, I think.
4. Alright, so all we have to do is deliver these and we can get our horses. So I'm going to pick up some. How many can I carry at a time? I can carry 10. Let's go.
10. I can only get 8. You're stronger than me.
This isn't really... This is going to take a while.
Wait, we need to deliver all of these?
Yeah, we promised to deliver all of them.
I can only carry 8.
How are we gonna get them to her on time? Like a reasonable amount of time.
I don't want to be playing all night, walking like at that speed.
If we get attacked, we're so dead.
Huh.
Well,
What do you think?
I think we're gonna have to build a large cart for all these things. And I think that will be the next episode. So thank you everybody for watching. In the next episode, we will build ourselves a cart and we will deliver these to our neighbor, and get ourselves our horses. I am so excited. Can't wait.
If only we had horses to begin with.
I know. If we had horses already, we could just deliver these things. Oh, we still need a cart. So,
Yeah.
And maybe I'll figure out how to, save our mine, put a door on our mine. But that was a good episode. We managed to mine all the way down. Talked a lot about mining, all sorts of things we can do with mining. And next episode, we will hopefully have ourselves some horses.
Nice.
So until then, thanks everybody for watching. Saturday Night Factional Fight plays Wurm Online, and we'll see you guys next time.
See ya.